What's going on, guys, and welcome to my guide to all enemies in Fallout 4. All you Wasteland wanderers out there probably need a guide, or all you newbies need a guide to surviving the Wasteland and knowing your enemy. You guys have to be prepared for the future, so even though this is a little bit old and Fallout 4 is a little bit of an old game, there are some people who are still new and getting into it, and maybe even you veteran players will learn a thing or two about this while I explain each and every enemy. I'm not going to go into detail with every enemy, like variations of them, like, you know, the super mutants. I'm not going to sit there and say like every named super mutant, but I am going to talk about like the overall thing, like super mutants, as I just said. I'm going to talk about their stats, how tough are they, what level you should engage them at. Anyway, let's get straight into the guide. As being the first enemy you will encounter in the game, I thought I might include raiders first. Now, the thing is about raiders is they're pretty easy enemies, but they do come in hordes, so you have to watch out. Basically, statistic-wise, a normal raider is not that good. You can easily take him out as in level 1. But a raider gang, you might want to hold off on that till you're around, I don't know, level 4 or something like that. That may be a bit excessive, but just for your safety, you might want to hold off on taking a raider place without proper assistance. Not including any DLCs, raiders are extremely hostile and will attack you anytime they see you. There is no way of getting around this due to there are no perks such as Wasteland Whisper that could help you with pacifying raiders. There's no real way to talk to them without using console commands, and even then they don't say anything. Now, the only one I would watch out for are raider bosses and named raiders. They have extremely high hit points and sometimes can be wearing their own power armor. Now with the actual sneak perks, you can actually, funny enough, take out power armor cores while people are in it by pickpocketing them. But you know, you won't be doing that at such a low level where I'm talking about where you will be facing them. That was a bit confusing, but on to the next one. Probably the next creature you will be facing will be the Feral Ghoul, or, you know, just little ghoul. But Feral Ghouls, you do not want to face a horde of them by yourself, especially not without a companion. And if you guys do want me to make a companion guide, then leave a like on the video. But anyway, Feral Ghouls, just try to stay away from them as much as possible. I normally don't go into rooms where I think they will be, because I hate ghouls and they scare me. But they do look like zombies, but they are feral ghouls. They are horribly irradiated humans, and you should probably stay away from them. Normal feral ghouls are not that bad, but whenever you fight stuff like glowing ones, it would be best to run. Just run, unless you're like a really high level. But if you are, then why are you watching this video? Anyway, on to the next one. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm kind of doing this by order of which you should encounter them, but I'm just gonna skip that now, because now I'm gonna talk about the super mutants. Now, you probably won't fight super mutants third or something like that, but anyway, super mutants, just really big people. Now, most of them are just stupid brutes, but some of them are actually extremely smart. You can end up getting a super mutant companion if you do the Trinity Tower quest, but that's for another episode. Anyway, you shouldn't engage them until you're like at least level like 7 to 10, because they are pretty tough and they do have a lot of hit points. But if you do have a good enough weapon, I would recommend engaging them. They do have some pretty cool loot. Anyway, on the next one. Mole rats, didn't really need to talk about them much, but piece of cake. Yao guy, the bear type things, you know, just stay away from them. Try not to engage them. They are a pain in the butt. Rad stags, if you can get a couple shots in and kill them, I'd recommend engaging them because they do drop their meat. But they can be really hard to defeat if you do not have the proper equipment and they actually turn around and try to start attacking you. One of them one-hit me one time because I didn't have the proper equipment to kill him fast enough. Anyway, on to the next one. Ah, our friend the Deathclaw. You've been with us in pretty much all the Fallout games. Actually, I do think all of the Fallout games. Ah, where do I begin? These things will ruin your day. Do not attack them unless forced to. Because, you know, you do fight one in the beginning of the game. But otherwise, you should avoid a Deathclaw at all costs. It doesn't matter if you're freaking level 1000, you're gonna end up fighting one time in your life a giant alpha Deathclaw, and I would recommend you run. Okay. On to the next one. Next up, we got the robots. And, you know, this includes all robots, you know, like synths. You know, the big, giant, friggin' roaming thing dude. Whatever his name is, I'll put a picture of him up on screen because I don't know what he's called. But, and then you got our friend, the, Protectron. You got the Automatron. I think that's his name. Whatever. Anyway, just kill them if you can. I wouldn't face the big one until you're pretty high level. But you can probably kill them if you try hard enough. But I would recommend, like, not stay away from them. But anyway, on to the next one. That was pretty terrible. Just a quick note right there. I did not know it was called the Assaultron and not the Automaton. I'm sorry. On to the next one, though. Now we're going to be talking about some of the more, you know, bad Wasteland creatures. Such as, you know, the Rad Scorpion and his friend. Whatever that big thing with the shell is. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry, guys. I don't fight enough of them to know what they're called. But anyway, you should, like, not attack the Rad Scorpion or the giant mud crab looking thing. But just don't attack them if you don't have, like, the proper equipment. I don't know why I keep saying proper equipment. But anyway, you know, just don't attack them unless you know you can kill them. That pretty much goes with all of these things. Well, that's going to conclude my guide for all Wasteland creatures. If I did miss one, tell me in the comments, and then I'll try to, you know... I didn't include some, like the blood bug or the rad roach or stuff like that, because, you know, they're not really that important. Or you can just kill them easily, and you find a lot of them at the beginning of the game. But if I did miss, like, a big one, then tell me in the comments. I did kind of, you know... just not really think about it. I was trying to use the wiki page for like the first part, but then I kind of stopped because I couldn't find stuff on like super mutants and stuff, but whatever. It was a great video all in all. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, leave a like, and if you guys want more on this channel, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. And guys, don't mess with Swan.
Let's move it. I should have a battle cry.